Okay, good morning, everybody. Today is Tuesday. It's June 27th. You have to excuse me. We're having an ozone action day. It's very smoky outside, and my lungs are just struggling when I take deep breaths. So I'll try to get through this entire film today the best that I can. If I take a really deep breath, you're going to notice that I'm coughing. So, today we are going to do two different Italian dishes, but we're only going to bake one. And the reason I'm doing two is when I went to the Italian market last week, the lovely lady that I know quite well, when she gave me the ricotta, she gave me 5 pounds of it. Well, I don't need 5 pounds for either the stuffed shells or the manicotti that I'm going to do, but I have enough to actually do both, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do both manicotti as well as stuffed shells, and we're going to use some ground Italian sausage in the recipes, in both recipes. I'm going to probably bake the manicotti tonight for dinner, and I'm going to freeze the stuffed shells. Now, you can do this. You can certainly do this if you have enough ingredients and you want to make a lot of Italian food. You can do it. There's a trick to doing it. You're not going to bake one of the two dishes. And when we get to the stuffed shells, you're going to find out I'm not going to bake the stuffed shells. I'm going to boil them, but I'm not going to bake them. Instead, I'm going to freeze them after they're stuffed, and I put the marinara sauce of my sauce on it, and then I'm going to freeze it, and I'll bake it at a later date. So, we're going to do that today. It's only 11:46. This is going to take a couple of hours to do because I've got to boil now 2 pastas, and I've got to assemble 2 casseroles. So, stay tuned as we make manicotti and stuffed shells today on Cooking with Joel. Okay, hi all. Welcome to my kitchen. It's 2:30. We're going to go ahead and get started because I'm doing 2 separate meals in one video. So you guys are going to learn how to do both manicotti as well as stuffed shells. We're going to be baking the manicotti and not the stuffed shells today. We're just going to get the stuffed shells ready, and then I'm going to freeze them before they actually get baked. And that'll be a different meal, but you're going to see how we do both meals. And I'm going to try to get through this. Unfortunately, today in Illinois, as well as Indiana, Michigan, and Wisconsin, the air quality is very, very poor for all types of people. It's even worse for me. And we're considered one of the most unhealthiest states for air quality. And that's just because of the wildfires that have been burning nonstop in Wisconsin because our wind is out of the north. They're coming off the lake, which is bringing all the wildfire smoke, and you can actually smell it if you go outside. I am not going outside at all today. My husband's going to handle the gardens as well as anything that I need to have done today because my breathing is so badly affected. So, you can do manicotti as well as stuffed shells 2 different ways. You can do it without the meat, or you can do it with the meat. I have Italian sausage that has been defrosting for a few days in the refrigerator right now, and we're going to go ahead and make that. So I have my cast iron pan on the stovetop right now. We're going to fry the Italian sausage. So to do this, what you're going to want to do, I'm going to try to move you guys back. You guys may or may not be able to see this. What you're going to want to do is heat your pan and put a little olive oil on it. And you really don't need to do a lot of oil when frying the Italian sausage because the Italian sausage has enough oil on its own that it doesn't need a lot. So I'm just putting a little bit of oil in the pan. I'm going to flip you guys around so I can grab the Italian sausage out of the refrigerator, and I have the Italian sausage. I'm going to move you guys over to this side so you can better see me. You're also, for this, going to need at least one fairly good size yellow onion. I may end up using 2 depending on how many jars of sauce. And we'll get to that part in a few minutes. I'm just taking my Italian sausage out of the package. And what we're basically going to do is we're going to fry it as if it was like a ground beef. You're just going to fry it till it's nice and brown and it's fully cooked. Now it will cook more when you assemble it in the mostaccioli and the stuffed shells. I may use it for these stuffed shells and not for the manicotti, but you can certainly add meat to both. I just need to find my spoon. And you're just going to want to break your Italian sausage up. It'll take a few minutes. It'll take probably about maybe 8-9 minutes to fry this up. You just basically want to fry it till you're not seeing any red anymore in the meat. Of course, my husband is out front, so my dogs are barking. So I'm going to stop the video for a second. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. My dogs are just going nuts. They're outside for a few minutes. What I was saying is you're just going to fry the Italian sausage till you don't see the red anymore. And it's golden brown. You're also going to drain all of the fat off the Italian sausage when it's done cooking. And you're going to let this come to a nice cool temperature. And you shouldn't have to season your Italian sausage if you get it at a very good store. I get mine from an Italian market that does their own, so it already has all of the spices that it needs. And the amount of Italian sausage is up to you. I usually do about 2 pounds of bulk. And this is bulk sausage. We're not talking about length or anything. You want bulk when doing this kind of recipe. And you certainly can substitute ground beef for Italian sausage. The Italian sausage just makes it a little bit more authentic if you're going to do a meat. And this is getting there. It's almost brown. I'm just going to go ahead and let it cook. And I'm going to show you guys what it should look like. It should look like this. And you just want to, all this red that's in there, you just want to make sure that it's cooked with no red showing. And again, once I do post the lasagna videos, and that's probably going to be a series that I'm going to do coming up, because it's harder for me to cook when the air quality is this bad. I'm just going to have some videos that are stockpiled. Speaking of which, I hope you guys are enjoying the new formats that I've been doing with the video. I had one viewer that asked me to actually put in the link, instead of Cooking with Joel, to put the whole entire title of what's being made. So it should make it easier for you guys from here on out to find videos that I've made. We're just going to give this a couple more minutes. And actually, there's not a whole lot of grease in here, so I may not have to actually, I may not have to really do a lot of draining. Yeah, I'm going to turn this to a low for a few minutes. I'm going to take you guys with me and show you, or actually grab the sauces now. Now, since I'm doing 2 different cooks, but they're going to be using the same sauce, I'm going to grab 3 jars of sauce. Now, you can certainly use a good store-bought, mass-produced sauce if you want to. I am fortunate enough to have canned my own tomatoes last fall, so I'm going to be using those. So I'm going to put you guys down. Actually, I'm going to stop the video for a second. I'll be back. I'm going to grab those 3 jars, and I'm going to show you what we're going to end up doing. Okay, I'm back. The Italian sausage is fully cooked. I've taken it off the burner, and I put it off to the side. You just want to make sure that your Italian sausage doesn't have any red showing. If there's a little bit of pink showing, that's okay, because it will finish cooking once you put it in the oven. But ideally, you don't want any red showing, especially if you're going to use it and freeze it before you bake it. So, the next part of the dish is getting your sauce ready. And you can use store-bought sauce. There's nothing wrong with buying store-bought sauce. I do it for times that I want quicker meals, or if I'm running short on my sauces. And this is my sauce from last year. It's got the 22 for the year, and a little S will tell you that it's actually my sauce. I also, last year, did whole tomatoes, and these are whole peeled tomatoes with the green in there is the basil that I put in the jars. I'm going to teach you guys in the fall how to do both the peeled tomatoes as well as the sauce tomatoes. And that's what I'm going to use as the base for the sauce that's going to go both in the manicotti as well as in the stuffed shells. Now, for this, you're going to need at least 2 onions or 1 large yellow onion. And if you guys have been watching, and I know most of you guys now follow me regularly, you'll have known how to peel an onion. You want to peel your onions, and you're going to chop them really fine. So I'm just taking my yellow onion, and I'm just going to go ahead and peel my yellow onion. And the cook times for both dishes are going to be pretty similar. For the manicotti, it should take about 45 minutes in a 350-degree oven. For the shells, it should take maybe about 35 minutes, and you're going to go about 350 to 375. And again, today we're not going to be baking the shells, but I'm going to show you how to assemble the shells and freeze them so that if you need a quick meal, all you need to do is pop it in the oven for the 35 minutes and you'll have stuffed shells. Now with this meal, what we're going to be serving with it is we're going to be serving garlic bread. And I'm going to ask my husband later on to just make a small garden salad. You could certainly do a Caesar salad with this. You could do an antipasta salad if you wish. You could even serve a melody of springtime or summertime vegetables. Zucchini would pair well with this. There are many different things that you can serve with the pastas. And y'all might be wondering how my husband is doing with his potassium. Well, he's been doing okay. So as long as he doesn't eat a lot of the tomato sauce, he should be okay. So I'm just, sometimes I told you in past videos that you get stubborn onions that just don't want to peel. This is one of those that just does not want to peel. I'm going to stop you guys for a second. My clock's going to play, so I'll be right back.